This is a 1956, I believe. I think it's called a 210 two-door sedan wagon, or a 210 two-door wagon. Seems awfully big now that we got it in the shop. We got some wrinkles and crinkles in the bottom of this fender. That said, I think we're going to save the fender. I'm sure down there under the chrome the fender's kind of messed up. Maybe not. We'll see. This car came up to Ontario about 3 years ago from Arkansas. And you can see the rocker's bad. And the lower quarter right down here is bad. But if you look at the rest, it's nice. And not only is it nice, other than some dinging down at the bottom, it's very, very flat and straight. Like nothing that primer and blocking wouldn't take care of. So pretty happy with that. We've got doors. They've been repaired at the bottom. We'll have to grind them down and see what's going on in there and repair them properly. The hood's okay. A couple little dings in the corners. We'll have to work that out. I'm sure there's a few highs and lows and whatnot in it. I mean, 1956 is a long, long time ago. So this thing's been ridden hard and driven rough. All that funny stuff. Now, I think this car came up here. I can't remember if the guy that brought it up said there was doors on it or if he had to put doors on it. I think someone started working on it and they started with the doors because the color inside the door is the same as this. And this car would have been that cream and some kind of turquoise, which would have been nice. So that's probably what most likely happened. They probably started working on the doors. Now, actually, that can't be right for that door. This door could be. You can see how the trim holes all line up. But now that I think about it, the holes on this door are wrong. Yeah, see, someone cleaned off and primed that door, so there's no way of knowing. But yeah, if you look at this door, this is probably, you can see how it had a spear up higher and then a separate spear from there across. So this door is off of some other two-door, which doesn't matter. As far as the two-door sedans go, the doors are all the same. So we're going to do brand new rockers. The inners look good, but you know, we'll repair that once we get in there. But where we're going to start, the floor pans and some of the bracing is bad. And what we elected to do is go with a brand new pan that basically comes right up to this hump. It comes right up behind the seat and it stops right in this area here. And it takes us all the way up. We'll have to pull the seat out. I'm just going to let it all thaw out. But it comes right up to about there under the dash. So basically where the firewall is welded to the floor pan, we have that brand new. And it goes from about here all the way back and up to there. So we're going to put a brand new floor in it, brand new rockers, make sure everything is straight. And once we get that done, we're going to leave all the framing, but we're going to cut all the sheet metal off the rear floor, and we're going to remake that. And it'll be a little bit custom. We're not going to go too crazy with some of the weird indents and whatnot. You can see in these cars, there's a half moon cut out here. The tire actually went in this way and slid underneath the floor and had some sort of lid. So we're going to make something similar, but we'll do it our way. And the main thing with these is the shocks, which come up to the floor here, and they're part of the support. The shocks literally don't go to the frame, I believe. It looks like it goes up to a support. So we'll have to see what our options are there. But if it's all healthy, all the framing, we can keep it. But we're not too worried about that because we could cut that right out and reframe this and build a better floor than whatever come out of the factory anyway. The bottom of the hatch looks pretty good, but I wouldn't doubt that up in this area we'll probably end up reskinning the bottom, say 4 inches or something, because we want to make sure we open it up, clean it up, get all the rust out of it. We do have the hatch piece coming. We don't have any glass for this car except what's in the doors. So if anyone out there knows where to get some Tri-5 two-door sedan glass, clear or green. If it's green, we'd have to go with all of it because our doors are clear. That door doesn't have anything in it, but I just picked up a set of doors and they both have the clear glass and all the guts. I do have garnish moldings in the car. I'm going to have to inventory them and see if we got them all. But basically, if anyone has this glass and the hatch glass, hit me up. If not, we're going to be doing some custom stuff to it for sure. And if you got any hints of where this stuff is sitting new someplace, new old stock or whatever, hit me up with that too and let me know. We'd appreciate that for sure. But yeah, it's a very, very big project. But I'll tell you what, this is the type of car, and this part's going to be for you do-it-yourself guys. This is the type of car that you're going to kind of freak out and not want to do because it looks absolutely terrible. But you got to remember, sometimes you buy a car, especially up here in Canada, and there's still paint on it and it looks good, but there's cracks in the paint and little bumps and blisters and high spots and low spots. That's usually a car that's probably worse than this, loaded with filler, repainted 20 some years ago. This car is actually pretty solid. Now we could probably patch up the floor and put some reinforcement in at the braces, but I think it's like $1,200–1,300 Canadian for a full floor pan for this car, and it has all the braces with it. That's the route we went. And honestly, once we do that in the rear floor and the rockers, this car is going to be one of the more solid versions of one of these cars out there, I think. So anyway, we're going to let that thaw overnight, do inventory, and this is what we're working on. Thanks for watching. Cheers.